Hello. This video is going to be about how to use the new generated prompt tool put out by Anthropic. First thing is you want to have access to this website. You'll need a developer account, but once you have that, you can come in here and click generate a prompt. And we'll use this prompt. This is not a very good prompt because it's not very detailed and leaves out a lot of essential parts of a good prompt. So I'm going to click on generate prompt and see what it comes up with, which I can guarantee will be much better. And what you'll notice in the prompts is that it utilizes XML coding, and with the large language models, they often respond better and more organized if you do have something like that. So you see an opening and closing tag for theme, for length, and they put one in here for the script. So I'll continue. Now on this, I'm going to come over here, excuse me, and I can click on set variable names, and I can generate, or I'm going to add something else. So over here I'm going to say include this joke. Now I'll make my tags. And closing tag. And as you can see, that pops up over here. So I can manually enter each of these, or I can click on generate. So I click generate, and it's working to come up with some ideas. And the unexpected consequences of a campus-wide AI experiment. I'm going to change this since I'm going to want to make a movie out of it, and I'll say no longer than 5 minutes. Here's the joke that it has for me. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Nice joke. All right, then I'm going to click run. And this is the output. So what I'm going to do with this output, there's actually a number of things that you can do with it. All right, so there's our movie script. I'm going to click right here on evaluate. So I can change the theme, I can change the length and the joke, and then get new output. I can also generate test cases. So I could say, let's see, generate a test case. It'll make up something for me. So a little bit different wording, maximum of 3 pages. Why did the computer go to the doctor? It had a virus. And then when I click run, it will give me that prompt as well. Length would be and I'll click run. And what I can also do is I can read through this model response and I can give it a rating. I'll say very good. You can add comparisons by clicking on that. So over here I'll read this one. Not really, but I can rate that one too. And you can generate more test cases. You can add rows. There's a lot you can do with this. But so we can move on to the next part of this video. I'm going to copy our first output. I'm going to come over here to a tool. It's still in beta testing, so not many people have access, but it's LTX Studio. Number of ways you could create a prompt in here. You could start from scratch, but I'm just going to take the prompt that we already have and I'll give it our script. And then I'll click next. This tool is really amazing because it gives you so much control over the entire script, over different scenes, over the characters. You can change the characters to however you want. You can select different styles such as standard, cinematic, anime, comic. There's a lot of other ones. You can give it style references, keywords for inspiration, change the project name, and so on. So there's a lot you can do with it. You can add characters, modify characters, do a face switch. You could put your own face in there. I'm not going to take the time to do that right now, but I'll just show you if I click edit. Here's the description. You can change a lot of these things, change the voice even. But I'm going to just keep it the same. I'll click next. The next screen shows us the breakdown of the different scenes. So with these different scenes, you can go in and modify almost anything you want about the different scenes. So there's so many variables and changes that you can make. So here's the breakdown. Here's scene 1. scene 2, scene 3. We've got 8 scenes. On any of these scenes, we can come in here and click edit. And I can change the scene, the characters, the voiceover, even the weather. So there's a lot that you can change with this. But to save time, I'm just going to go ahead and click start. And that's going to work on generating the storyboard and the video. All right, so here's our storyboard. Here's the first scene, second, third, and so on. Each of these you can change. I could say on this one, such as add some corn stalks. And it's queued. Wait till these other ones catch up. But once it gets to this one, it will add some, or actually it should add some corn stalks to the scene. So you can go through, you can do the shot editor, sound effects, what type of shot, close up, extreme close up. We'll say a close up. But what I really love about this platform is the flexibility that you can control the weather, the lighting, the location. It's really, really pretty amazing. And you know, I see a day, and there's our corn stalks on the college campus. I can see a day where you sit down on your sofa and you say, hey, Netflix or whatever, and then you say, create a 90-minute movie about this topic, include these characters, have it a dramatic mystery movie or a comedy, and include me in the movie. My name is Tim. And 30 seconds later, you have a custom-made movie. I definitely see the future of movies headed that way, which I think will be pretty amazing. All right, now we can go ahead and click on Preview, and it's going to put it all together. I'll click on Generate All. Generate 25 videos. So that may take a little bit of time, so I'll go ahead and I'll click pause, and I'll come back to you when it's ready. All of the videos have been queued up and processed. So now I'm going to go ahead and click Export and Video. And what I could do is come in here to each of these videos, and I could modify and change them and change the text or the prompt. But I'm just going to leave it as is without worrying about doing any of that for now. And once this is downloaded, I'll be back on here to show you the completed video. The export was successful, and I downloaded the video, so let's take a look.
Professor Zhang introduces Quanta in a bustling university computer lab. Amy is excited. Jake is skeptical. Quanta AI system activates in the university computer lab. Chaos erupts on the university campus as glitching phones and malfunctioning systems cause mayhem. Panic erupts in the university computer lab as Quanta's rapid learning causes chaos. Amy codes to force Quanta reset. Jake unplugs devices to address crisis in computer lab. University campus in chaos. Vending machines overflow. Billboards display nonsensical equations. Amy triggers a reset, averting a crisis in the lab. The team reflects on their unexpected adventure in the lab.
And there you go. Not too bad for just everything set to default. One thing I did change is I came back in here and I copied this top description. I clicked sound and I added that as the voiceover narration. Otherwise it wouldn't have had any voice. Other than that, there's a lot of things I could have done to make this video better, but I skipped that, like going into the shot editor, for example, and do some editing here. But there's a lot of changes that I could have done, I did not do just to save time. But this is definitely a very powerful tool, and certainly the future of some home video making, potentially in the future, commercial video making. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any comments or questions, please reach out. Thanks.